Have you ever felt uncomfortable looking at yourself in the mirror in the morning, noticing how your belly seems even more bloated after a night of sleep? Or maybe you avoided wearing that outfit you loved because it shows exactly what you didn't want it to show? I completely understand that frustration because I have been exactly where you are right now. For years, I fought against stubborn belly fat, trying restrictive diets that left me without energy, endless abby exercises that made no difference at all, and miracle products that promised instant results but only emptied my wallet. The truth is that belly fat is not just an aesthetic issue. It can be an indicator of hormonal imbalances, chronic inflammation, and insulin resistance that affect your entire metabolism. But here is the good news that will completely transform your perspective. There are specific foods available in any supermarket that can literally reprogram your body to burn belly fat while strengthening your muscles and increasing your energy. In today's video, I am going to reveal the 6 powerful foods that revolutionized my relationship with my body and have already helped thousands of people lose inches from their waist without going hungry or doing exhausting workouts. And the 6th food is so surprising that many nutritionists still hesitate to recommend it, even knowing its proven effectiveness. Stay until the end because I will teach you exactly how to combine these foods to maximize their effects and speed up your results in a way you never imagined possible. Before we begin, I need to ask you an honest question. How many times have you weighed yourself in the morning feeling hopeful, only to find that the numbers on the scale did not reflect all the effort you put in the previous week? How many times have you wondered why some people manage to keep a flat belly eating practically anything while you seem to accumulate belly fat even when following strict diets? I know this can be a painful subject for many of you because it carries not only physical discomfort but also emotional discomfort. The feeling of not recognizing yourself in your own body, of avoiding certain clothes, of hiding in photos, of feeling ashamed at the beach or by the pool. I want you to know that this channel is a safe space to talk about these issues without judgment. Leave in the comments what your biggest challenge is with belly fat. It could be the anxiety that makes you snack throughout the day, the lack of time to exercise, the metabolism that seems stuck, or even the frustration with results that don't last. Sharing this will not only help you recognize what needs to be transformed, but will also show thousands of other people that they are not alone on this journey. Your courage to comment may be exactly the inspiration someone needed today not to give up. Now, let's move on to the first food that will revolutionize your relationship with belly fat. But first, take a quick look to see if you are already subscribed to the channel and have activated the notification bell, because in the coming weeks, I will reveal even more advanced protocols that will boost these results. And I am sure you will not want to miss this exclusive information. The first food that can revolutionize your relationship with belly fat is something you probably already have in your fridge, but never imagined using in this specific way: avocado. But wait, before you think it is just another high-calorie fruit, let me explain the science behind this superfood that can literally reprogram your metabolism. Avocado contains a unique combination of monounsaturated fats, specifically oleic acid, which acts directly on your hypothalamus, the region of the brain responsible for regulating hunger and satiety. When you consume avocado the right way, these fats send powerful signals to your brain indicating that you are satisfied, drastically reducing those cravings for sweets and refined carbohydrates that sabotage your results. In addition, avocado is rich in potassium, a mineral that fights water retention and helps deflate the abdominal area, and in soluble fiber that feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, improving digestion and reducing inflammation that contributes to the accumulation of visceral fat. Recent studies show that people who consume half an avocado a day have 25% less belly fat compared to those who do not include this fruit in their diet. But here is the secret that makes all the difference: the timing of consumption. The ideal time to consume avocado is in the morning, about 30 minutes before breakfast, combined with a few drops of lemon and a pinch of pink salt. This specific combination activates digestive enzymes, speeds up metabolism and prepares your body to burn fat throughout the day. You can prepare a smoothie with half an avocado, 200 milliliters of coconut water, juice of half a lemon, and 1 teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Blend everything and consume immediately. This drink will not only give you sustained energy for hours, but will also significantly reduce your desire to snack on low-nutrient foods throughout the day. For people with diabetes or insulin resistance, avocado is especially beneficial because its healthy fats help stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing the insulin spikes that favor abdominal fat storage. So, have you already consumed avocado thinking about weight loss? Did you know it had this power to reduce sugar cravings? Write in the comments if you have already tried including avocado in your morning routine. The second food that will transform your ability to burn abdominal fat is something you probably associate only with leisure moments, but in fact, it is one of the most powerful natural thermogenics that exist. Coffee. But I am not talking about the common coffee loaded with sugar and milk that most people drink. I am talking about coffee prepared in a specific way that can increase your calorie burning by up to 15% and direct this burning specifically to the abdominal area. Coffee contains caffeine, of course, but it also has antioxidant compounds called chlorogenic acids that have the unique ability to block the absorption of carbohydrates in the small intestine, forcing your body to draw energy from fat reserves. When you drink coffee the right way, about 30 minutes before any physical activity, even a light walk, fatty acids are released from the adipose tissues and used as priority fuel. Here is the exact protocol I recommend. Prepare your coffee using fresh beans, preferably organic, and add a teaspoon of coconut oil and a pinch of cinnamon powder. Coconut oil contains medium-chain triglycerides that are metabolized directly by the liver, generating immediate energy and increasing the thermogenic effect of coffee. Cinnamon not only improves the flavor, but also helps regulate blood sugar levels and has anti-inflammatory properties that fight chronic inflammation associated with the accumulation of abdominal fat. Timing is crucial. Consume this mixture in the morning on an empty stomach and wait at least 30 minutes before exercising or doing any activity that increases your metabolism. During this period, avoid consuming carbohydrates or sugars, as this can interfere with the lipolysis process. If you are not used to exercising, no problem. A 15-minute walk is enough to enhance the effects of coffee on fat burning. For people sensitive to caffeine, I recommend starting with only half a cup and gradually increasing according to tolerance. It is also important not to consume this coffee after 2 p.m., as it can interfere with the quality of sleep, and inadequate sleep impairs the production of important hormones for weight loss. Shall we move on to the third food that will accelerate your results even more? But first, it looks like you still have not left your like on this video. This is very important for YouTube to keep spreading this valuable information to more people who need this transformation just like you. The third food that can revolutionize your results is something many people avoid for fear of gaining weight, but which in reality is one of the most powerful allies to flatten your belly: Brazil nuts. Just 2 nuts a day can provide all the selenium your body needs to optimize the functioning of the thyroid, the gland responsible for regulating your metabolism. When your thyroid works properly, your body burns calories more efficiently, especially at rest, and this translates into a significant reduction of abdominal fat over time. But selenium is not the only powerful component of Brazil nuts. They are also rich in healthy fats that promote satiety, significantly reducing that constant hunger that sabotages your weight loss efforts. In addition, they contain magnesium, a mineral that participates in more than 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including those related to fat and carbohydrate metabolism. Studies show that people with magnesium deficiency are more likely to accumulate abdominal fat and develop insulin resistance. The correct way to consume Brazil nuts to maximize their benefits is in the morning, along with the coffee I mentioned earlier, or as an afternoon snack combined with a fruit rich in vitamin C, such as orange or kiwi. Vitamin C enhances the absorption of selenium, making this mineral more available for its metabolic functions. It is important to respect the quantity. Just 2 nuts a day are enough, since excess selenium can be toxic. If you have diagnosed thyroid problems, it is especially important to include Brazil nuts in your routine, but always with medical supervision. For people allergic to nuts, an alternative is the consumption of selenium-rich foods, such as free-range chicken eggs or tuna, although in smaller amounts. A practical tip is to soak the nuts for 8 hours before consuming them, as this activates the enzymes and improves their digestibility, reducing possible intestinal discomfort. The fourth food that will significantly speed up your abdominal fat loss is one you have probably heard of but perhaps never used in the right way to maximize its effects: ginger. This powerful rhizome is not just a tasty spice. It is a true natural medicine that works in multiple aspects of your metabolism to favor fat burning. Gingerol, the active compound in ginger, has thermogenic properties that increase body temperature and accelerate metabolism by up to 20% for a few hours after consumption. This means that your body will continue to burn more calories even at rest. In addition, ginger has powerful anti-inflammatory properties that fight low-grade chronic inflammation, a condition that is directly related to the accumulation of visceral fat. When your body is inflamed, it tends to store fat in the abdominal region as a protective response. Ginger helps break this vicious cycle, allowing your body to finally access and burn those stubborn fat reserves. Another important benefit of ginger is its ability to improve insulin sensitivity, which means your body can process carbohydrates more efficiently, reducing the chance of them being stored as fat. The most effective way to consume ginger for weight loss is through a special tea that should be prepared as follows. Grate 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger, add it to a cup of boiling water, let it steep for 10 minutes. Strain and add the juice of half a lemon and a pinch of cayenne pepper. This combination enhances the thermogenic effects and also adds vitamin C and capsaicin, another compound that speeds up metabolism. The ideal timing to consume this tea is 20 minutes before main meals, because in addition to speeding up metabolism, ginger also improves digestion and increases the feeling of satiety, making you naturally consume fewer calories. For people with stomach problems, it is important to start with smaller doses and always consume after some food. If you have gallstones or are taking anticoagulant medication, consult your doctor before including large amounts of ginger in your diet. The fifth food that can literally melt belly fat while you sleep is something many people consider a diet villain, but which can actually be your greatest ally when consumed in the right way: dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. Before you think I am crazy, let me explain the science behind this statement that may seem contradictory. Pure cocoa is one of the richest sources of antioxidants on the planet, specifically flavonoids that improve blood circulation, reduce inflammation, and increase insulin sensitivity. When your body processes insulin more efficiently, it stops storing glucose as fat and starts using existing fat as an energy source. In addition, dark chocolate contains theobromine, a compound similar to caffeine but with milder and longer-lasting effects, which stimulates metabolism and improves mood through the release of endorphins. When you feel good emotionally, it is much easier to maintain healthy habits and resist food cravings. Recent studies show that people who consume a small amount of dark chocolate daily have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone that is directly related to the accumulation of abdominal fat. The protocol I recommend is as follows. Consume a small square of dark chocolate with at least 70% cocoa approximately 2 hours before sleeping. This timing is important because it allows the active compounds of cocoa to begin working during sleep, a period in which your body naturally produces growth hormone and performs metabolic repairs. To enhance the effects, you can melt the chocolate and mix it with a teaspoon of coconut oil and a pinch of cinnamon. This combination not only improves flavor, but also adds healthy fats that prolong satiety and thermogenic compounds that accelerate nighttime metabolism. It is important to choose quality chocolate, organic if possible, and always check the ingredients to avoid versions with excess sugar or chemical additives. For diabetics or people with insulin resistance, I recommend starting with chocolates with 85% or 90% cocoa, which contain even less natural sugar. Remember, we are talking about a small amount, approximately 10 to 15 grams per day, the equivalent of 1 or 2 squares of a standard bar. The sixth and last food that will complete your transformation is perhaps the most surprising surprising of all because it challenges everything you have probably learned about nutrition and weight loss. The whole egg, including the yolk, consumed raw in a specific preparation that maximizes absorption and enhances its effects on abdominal fat burning. I know this may sound strange or even dangerous to some, but let me explain why this method has worked so well for thousands of people. The egg is considered the food with the most complete protein that exists, containing all essential amino acids in ideal proportions for the human body. When consumed raw, the proteins are in their most bioavailable form, being almost completely absorbed by the body. The yolk, specifically, is rich in choline, a nutrient that helps the liver process fats more efficiently, and in B vitamins that are fundamental for energy metabolism. In addition, raw egg contains natural enzymes that are destroyed by cooking and that help with digestion and nutrient absorption. The preparation I recommend is a special smoothie that should be consumed immediately after preparation. Blend in a blender 1 whole organic egg, half a ripe avocado, 200 milliliters of coconut water, 1 tablespoon of pure honey, the juice of half a lemon, and a pinch of Himalayan pink salt. This combination provides complete proteins, healthy fats, natural electrolytes, and digestive enzymes in a perfect synergy to accelerate metabolism and reduce abdominal fat. The ideal timing to consume this smoothie is in the morning, on an empty stomach, waiting at least 30 minutes before consuming anything else. During this period, the nutrients are optimally absorbed and begin to work immediately on hormonal and metabolic regulation. It is essential to use quality eggs, preferably organic free-range, and always check that they are fresh by cracking them into a separate container before adding to the blender. For those who are wary of consuming raw eggs, it is important to know that fresh and quality eggs present minimal risk, and the benefits far outweigh the risks when consumed in this specific way. People with compromised immune systems, pregnant women, or the elderly should consult a doctor before adopting this protocol. An alternative for those who do not feel comfortable with raw eggs is to consume soft-boiled eggs, which preserve part of the enzymes and heat-sensitive nutrients. Now that you know the 6 powerful foods, let me explain how to combine them in a daily protocol that will maximize your results and significantly accelerate abdominal fat burning. The key is not only in the individual foods, but in the way they work synergistically when consumed in the correct sequence and timing. Start your day with the raw egg smoothie I mentioned. Wait 30 minutes, and then consume the thermogenic coffee with coconut oil and cinnamon. This initial combination provides complete proteins, healthy fats, and thermogenic compounds that accelerate your metabolism throughout the day. In the mid-morning, approximately 2 hours after coffee, consume the 2 Brazil nuts along with a fruit rich in vitamin C. At lunch, add half an avocado to your salad, or prepare the avocado shake I taught you. In the afternoon, about 20 minutes before your snack, drink the ginger tea to accelerate metabolism and improve digestion. And finally, 2 hours before sleeping, enjoy your square of dark chocolate. This specific sequence keeps your metabolism accelerated throughout the day, provides prolonged satiety, fights inflammation, and optimizes fat burning during sleep. It is important to be consistent with this protocol for at least 21 days to start seeing significant results, and for 90 days for a complete transformation. Remember that healthy weight loss happens gradually, but with these foods, you can expect to lose between 3 to 7 centimeters from your waist in the first month, depending on your metabolism and lifestyle. Stay hydrated by drinking at least 2 liters of water per day. Sleep well, as it is during sleep that many important hormones for weight loss are produced. And if possible, include at least 30 minutes of physical activity in your routine, even if it is just a walk. The most important thing is to understand that you are not just doing a temporary diet. You are creating new eating habits that will sustain your results in the long term. Now I want to propose a special challenge that will multiply your results. The 7-day challenge with the 6 powerful foods. Choose 3 of these foods that caught your attention the most and commit to consuming them for 7 consecutive days, following exactly the protocol I taught. On the 7th day, come back here in the comments and write "Challenge completed," followed by how you felt during this week. It can be about energy, mood, sleep, reduced bloating, decreased sugar cravings, any change you noticed. I will be following all the reports and will give a heart to each comment from those who complete the challenge. Who accepts this challenge with me? Write "I accept" in the comments now, and let's go together on this transformation. Your interaction not only helps the channel grow, but also creates a support network where everyone feels motivated to continue. I want to share with you some extra secrets that can accelerate your results even more and answer the most common questions I receive about these 6 powerful foods. A frequent question is about how to adapt this protocol for different lifestyles and schedules. If you work night shifts, for example, simply adjust the timing while keeping the intervals between foods. The important thing is to respect the sequence and absorption times. For those who have a very busy routine, a practical tip is to prepare smoothies and teas the night before, storing them in glass containers in the refrigerator, except for the smoothie with egg, which should always be prepared at the time of consumption. Another important issue I need to address is about the signs your body will give when these foods start to take effect. In the first week, you will probably notice a significant reduction in the urge to snack between meals and an improvement in sleep quality. In the second week, your energy throughout the day will be more stable, without those sudden drops that make you crave sugar or caffeine. From the third week on, you will start noticing your clothes getting looser around the waist, and many people report a feeling of lightness and less abdominal bloating in the morning. It is essential to understand that each body responds differently, and some factors can influence the speed of your results. If you have a history of very restrictive diets, your metabolism may be slower and need more time to rebalance. In this case, be patient with yourself and maintain consistency. If you are going through a period of high stress or not sleeping well, this can interfere with the production of important weight loss hormones. Therefore, in addition to including these foods in your routine, try to create strategies to manage stress and improve sleep quality. I also want to talk about possible adaptations of these foods for people with specific dietary restrictions. For those who are lactose intolerant, all these foods are naturally dairy-free, so there are no problems. For vegans, the only challenge would be the egg, which can be replaced by a combination of chia seeds soaked overnight with plant-based protein powder. For people with type 2 diabetes, these foods are especially beneficial because they help stabilize glucose levels. But it is important to monitor the individual response and adjust medications if necessary with medical supervision. A little-known secret is about the importance of mindful chewing when you consume these solid foods. When you chew slowly and attentively, you not only improve digestion, but also enhance the satiety signals sent to the brain. This is especially important with avocado and Brazil nuts. Take at least 10 minutes to consume these foods, away from distractions like television or cell phones. This mindful practice not only improves nutrient absorption, but also strengthens your connection with internal hunger and satiety cues. Finally, I want to share a powerful strategy to stay motivated during the first 30 days, which are the most challenging of any habit change. Create a visual diary of your progress. Take weekly photos, not only of your body, but also of the foods you are consuming. Write down how you feel each day, your energy, mood, sleep quality, and disposition. Many times, internal changes happen before visible ones, and having this record will help you notice and appreciate each small victory along the way. Also, mark the dates when you consumed all 6 foods in the correct sequence. This will give you a daily sense of achievement that fuels motivation to continue. Remember, the transformation you seek does not happen overnight, but with the right information and proper persistence, you can finally stop going in circles and start seeing real and lasting changes. If you have made it this far, I know you are truly committed to your transformation, and that genuinely makes me happy. I want you to know that you are not alone on this journey. Thousands of people have already tried these strategies and transformed not only their bodies, but their entire relationship with food and with themselves. If you identified with the difficulties I mentioned at the beginning of the video and are excited to try these 6 powerful foods, do not miss the upcoming content. Click the subscribe button now and activate the notification bell. I know how hard it is to trust another promise when you have tried so many things without lasting success. But I invite you to give this one more chance. Not to me, but to yourself. I will be here, as always, to accompany you every step of this journey toward the healthy body, renewed energy, and self-confidence you deserve to have. Thank you so much for watching until the end. That means a lot to me. And see you in the next video, where we will continue together in this amazing transformation that is just beginning.